Okay, yo, what's going on guys, Rico here, and today I'm bringing you guys a motion tracking tutorial inside of After Effects and Element 3D. So, I'm gonna wait for my effects and presets to load right now. You'll see me in a sec. Okay, so we're back 4 seconds later, and I've got my comp called Element 3D tutorial. This will be your motion tracking comp, and I've got my cinematic right here. So, I'm gonna drag that in. And as you can see, mine is over 2 minutes long, and I don't want to track, I'm gonna say it's like 12,000 frames, not really, but it's probably more, but I don't want to track that long. So what I'm gonna do, Control-Alt-T, and just, drag the marker to like the 30-second mark, and drag the clip back. And as you can see, that shortens it all, down to 30 seconds, but if we try to track it here, it won't work because we've time remapped it. So what we want to do, we want to delete that, right click, pre-compose, make sure you select the second one down, move all attributes into a new comp and have them unchecked, click OK, and then just go to the 30-second mark or go to wherever it blacks out. There we go, just Alt close bracket. So now as you can see, our whole cinematic is only 30 seconds now, so we can right click, track camera, and I will be back once this finishes. Okay guys, so once it's done solving camera and stuff like that, you'll get all these little targets, and this is basically a perfect cinematic for me because I want it to be like on top of this little, like, I don't know, the thing that carries the jets, that drives the jets, where they want to go on the ship. Right here, I want it to be on top of this, so, I could just, I don't know, scrub all of these and it'll make one big like target, but it doesn't face the right way. But so we're gonna try to find one that sort of matches the angle face of the, I don't know, the front of this truck thing. So that's the target, so click that, create text and camera. Normally people don't track the text, but I do. Okay, so I just need to change font real quick. Okay, so I want to make this say, oh no, okay, so you want to double click it. I'm going to call mine tutorial, and I change my spacing. Okay, that's about fine. Normally -10 is about good, so make it smaller as well. And I like tracking the text perfectly first, and then it's just a little easier to track the normal one or the 3D one later. So I'm gonna open this up, open up transform, and go to rotation, and see what ones we have to rotate. I have to rotate this one, make it sort of sit normal, and move this up to a line so it's easier to tell. Okay, so perfect there. I think the actual, the backwards and forwards is perfect, but the sidewards one isn't. So perfect. Try to make it so it looks perfect the whole way around. Okay, it's basically perfect right there. So once you've done that, make it not visible. Effects and presets. Click on your comp. Go to layer, new solid, make a new black solid, and just type in element, drag that on. Okay, so I'm going to teach you guys how I do my text. I think my text looks good in my opinion, but a lot of the submissions I've been seeing for underrated editors and stuff like that, and just subscribers edits I've been watching, their element text doesn't look so good sometimes. So I'm gonna teach you guys how to do, nice element text, nice clean text. Some people don't even use ambient occlusion, which I find bizarre because it just doesn't look good. So open up custom layers here, custom text and maps, and get your text in. You can have 2 if you want, but I'm just using 1 for right now. Then go to scene setup, and this is where the problems arise. So as you can see up here, my graphics card is only an Intel HD graphics card. A lot of other people's will be, but a lot of people's will be better. And some people, when they click extrude, nothing happens. So if you're using element 1.6 and nothing happens, I'd try get element v2 because it works for me and my text still looks good. So if nothing happens when you click extrude, you either have to update your graphics card or get new element, get the newest version, because it supports more graphics card than 1.6. So with that out of the way, we can change our bevel and stuff like that. So if you go down, click on the extrusion model, go down here to bevel scale, gonna put mine to like 10. So here we go to presets, and I've got pro shaders, so I'm probably gonna put some of that on, some concrete, you know, maybe maybe put this on because it's like just the most subtle. And what we do from here, we just click OK. Unless you want to change like the reflection or anything, you just open up your extrusion model, click on the material, go to here, and bring up the reflectivity and stuff like that. So I'm done here, so I'm going to click OK, and as you can see, the text is non-existent there, so you're going to have to try to find it. So there's mine, there's track there, and to be honest, that would actually work if you wanted to. It doesn't look the worst, but it's hard to read. So we're going to open up tutorial here, and you can get the position and stuff. Then if we go to group 1, open up particle replicator and just get the position from your tutorial text or from my tutorial text and copy it in. As you can see, it's perfectly tracked now. It just isn't angled correctly, so what we're going to do, we're going to go to rotation, and I think this might work if we copy the rotation. Probably not, but yeah, that didn't work, so we're gonna have to rotate ourselves to make it look, you know, half reasonable. And sometimes if your graphics card isn't like the best, your text will disappear sometimes, but just go to a different frame or edit it and it will be fine. So I'm just gonna keep that looks fine for me. I'm gonna bring this out at the right a little bit though. Okay, let me see this now. Okay, it's perfect now for me. So I'm gonna raise mine up by changing the position on the right hand side to be above this little cart thing. I'm gonna try center it as much as I can. So, you know, that looks good, looks reasonable. I'm gonna move it back a little bit though, and then I have to move it to the side and stuff like that. Center it again. So if we look now, that's fine. And I also like, you know, angling my text upwards so you can see the bottom. So sometimes when you do that, this will happen. So all you have to do is edit it, like make it flat again. And this one's it's quite hard to sort of get it perfect again. But you know, this will work. It's only tutorials, so, and to be honest, I use this motion track. So what we do from here, once you've got it perfectly angled, rotated, whatever, this is where all the good stuff starts to come in, where it looks good. Open up render settings, and if you want like a reflection, what you have to do, duplicate this, delete 3D camera tracker, so delete it, delete 3D camera tracker, duplicate the clip, and then right click, go to time and freeze frame, and if you didn't delete it, that will come up, so just delete it. And as you can see, it's a freeze frame right now, so just make that non-visible. Go into your black solid, open up scene interface, scene setup, and you know, go to environment and open up this drop down box, go to custom layer 1, okay, and then from your custom layers, go to custom texture maps, open up layer 1 and make it your freeze frame. So as you can see, it sort of extracting some of the colors from the scene and putting them on the text as like shadowing and stuff. I don't really know, I don't use it too much, so yeah. Open up render settings, open up lighting. This is a pretty this plays a pretty big like role in this. So I'm gonna choose cinema first of all. Doesn't look good. The best ones are dramatic, cinema, stylized, or maybe product. Those are the nicest. So dramatic, let's see that. Meh. Stylized, I'm just gonna roll with this. Stylized always looks the nicest in my opinion. So here we go. Our text is looking sexy so far. We're gonna zoom in on this real quick. Okay, so to make it look even better, we go to ambient occlusion, and normally people just enable this. Meh, like no difference. But to make it a massive difference, make it look amazing, just go to ray traced, and like as you can see, it just looks so real right now. The lighting is amazing, and because my graphics card isn't good enough, I do get some grain. As you can see, it's like disappeared in some parts, stuff like that. And depending on how you angle it, your ray traced ambient occlusion could cover like the whole text. It just sort of depends what material you're using and how it's angled. If it's angled correctly, but if your text is like black right now, just change it back to the normal one and put your intensities way up, and it could still look pretty good. Let's see. Yeah, that still looks pretty beast, not gonna lie. I think it looks the same. Yeah, ray trace just in different places makes it darker. So let me just check if we need to do any more stuff. No, not really. Okay, one more thing I like to do, and a lot of people do, is right click the black solid, go to layer styles and outer glow. There's two ways of doing this to make it like look, I don't know, to make it a little bit more noticeable. So you're gonna want to go to the bottom of down here to your layer styles, outer glow, change the blend mode to normal, change the color to black. And as you can tell, it's gonna look pretty disgusting. Wait, see. Okay, no one would use that. It looks like a stroke, so we're gonna change the size to maybe like 20, and change the opacity to 40 or 30. I don't know. Yeah, as you can see, it looks pretty nice. Or you could delete outer glow and go up here, right click it, and just go to drop shadow and use the default there. That still looks pretty nice. I use that a lot, but mostly I would use outer glow. So there's basically nothing else I like to do, really. Sometimes I blur out the scene, so I right click it. Oh, never mind, no. I go to effects and presets, camera, go to camera lens blur, and put it on. Just select the default and it blurs it a little bit more and makes it look sexy. So I'm actually just gonna delete drop shadow on this. Layer styles, drop shadow, delete. Okay, I'm gonna put outer glow on this. So here's the outer glow settings again. Normal, 40% opacity, color black, and size 20. So there you've got some pretty nice sexy motion tracking. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. If it helped you in any way, be sure, drop a big like and subscribe, I'm Rico and I'm out. Peace.